That crossbow.
It doesn't look bad though. That's what I was gonna say. I wanted to put this picture in because it's Packrat, and I think I'm gonna call the white one Lab Rat. First thing. So think in your mind what this is. It's Super Teenager Beast Mechanical Dragon Yan Man Combiner. Next, we've got Pingu toys. So the metallic, the black, the clear, and the purple one came out because this just shines, literally and figuratively.
This is in my cart.
Oh, really? Look at that.
At the same time, my wallet is screaming, and that was, again, an alarm that my wallet is still screaming. So I'm back, BVC fans. No more hacking my mainframe. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
So I'm still in Paris, but this time I'm back with you. I missed you all, so let's jump into the news.
Yes, and I gotta say, you might have sent me and yourself to the void because we got white screens behind us and we're feeling like Squidward in that one episode of SpongeBob. But why don't we get into it? And let's start off with some convention news. So the first thing is the customizing class of BotCon 23. So that's going to be, BotCon is the 24th to the 27th of August, and they showed off this head sculpt. Now, they're keeping the character a secret for now, but it's supposed to tie in with their original Beast Wars storyline from the 90s, early 2000s. So I have no clue who this is, and if I don't have a clue who it is, I don't think you know who it is either.
I absolutely don't know who it is, especially as soon as you said Beast Wars in the 90s. I was out, so definitely don't know who it is.
It wasn't even Beast Wars from the 90s. It was the BotCon Beast Wars from the 90s that had like that RC that you don't like, you know, that's the best RC, arguably. Packrat and a few others. But I gotta say, this head sculpt does look pretty cool.
It
Very
does look
modern.
It does look cool. Definitely a fembot look. So I'm curious to see what it's going to be, what the character is going to be. So far, I'm glad that I'm not doing the custom class for BotCon, even though I wasn't able to go, but I don't feel like I would be missing anything with this.
If I went, I would obviously be doing this. I think it would be a lot of fun, but it's clear across the country, and we're already doing that once this year. So I don't need to do it again. All right, so next we've got another customizing class. So for Toronto, which I think is this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So stay tuned. We'll be showing those third-party slides when they're shown off. They're doing Psykill out of the Road Rocket / RC / Flame War mold. What do you think about this?
I am not a fan. And I know I still haven't opened these, the originals from Hasbro yet, so I haven't played with the figure, but I just don't like it as Psykill. I'm just not digging it. I can't really go into detail of why. I'm not feeling it as Psykill at all. I think Psykill was more of a chopper for one. So there's just a lot of things that, besides the head and the colors, I guess, that's the only thing that makes it say Psykill to me.
I completely agree, and I could actually put down why I don't like this, is that the head looks like a traditionally male-styled head, and the body, to me, screams fembot. It's not the most curvy or, super proportioned, but I know you don't have it, but the hips are on like a swivel joint that's at an angle, so you could actually give it that's what it's doing right there. If you see one hip's higher than the other.
Yes.
And I think that's really cool for a fembot like Flame War, but it just doesn't scream Psykill to me. Now, I would have liked this more if they just gave it a female head, and it could have just been a random person that looks like Psykill, an homage.
I would have been okay
but
with
as
that.
It is, I would be happy to do it. If this was the one for Toronto, I don't think I would have been disappointed. I would have been like, okay, it's another strong arm. Because I didn't have, I made mine into Striker. But it's not bad for what it is.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm missing anything with this one.
Now, I do got to say, since it is a more G1-ish, I know it's GoBots, but it's more G1 character, I'm knocking on wood that they do another one for Toronto or Orlando when we're there, because
maybe like a Crasher.
Please, no movie figures.
Oh gosh, no movie figures. Yes, maybe a Crasher would be kind of cool or something like that.
Oh, that's why they did this, to go with the Crasher.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool. Okay, I give it a few points. So, let's move on to what was just announced. And as always, let's start off with things that don't transform. And the first thing is the Symbiote Studios Maximal Leader Optimus Primal. And now this is a SDCC exclusive for $30. I don't know the exact size of this, but it's cute. If I was going to San Diego Comic-Con, I might pick it up just while I was there, but that would be the only reason why I would pick this up.
This would have been something I would have threw at you to get your attention or something like that, maybe, if we were there, but definitely not something that would make it into my collection. I don't think I would even get this for my daughter. Just that price point is not appealing.
Way too much. Yeah. Unless it's like, 4 or 5 feet tall.
Yeah, but it to me, it doesn't scream that it's going to be a big size. So this is something that I think might be overpriced and more so of a convention price tag versus what I would pick up in the store.
Yeah,
I agree. Well.
Keeping on with this SDCC stuff, we've got some Super 7 exclusives. So it's the Cyborg Megatron Goodbye Megatron shirt and figure. I like that shirt. I don't really like the words on it, but I like the figures on it. But I still wouldn't be... I would pick up the plush before this, just because the plush is actually kind of cool. These figures go for insane amounts of money. They're 24 inches tall. I don't need it. And if they're bundled together, that's, to me, is completely out.
I don't know the price of it. I do like the shirt. That's my Megatron all day, every day. That's my Starscream all day, every day. So I do like that. I'm not big on the non-transforming toys, but with it being a con exclusive, it would be something that would potentially make me lean towards picking it up, but it would mostly be for the shirt, and then the price tag would have to be something that I could justify.
Yeah, I agree. Unless the shirt sold separately, because if I was at the convention and the shirt was sold separately, I'd probably pick up just the shirt.
I would get the shirt.
All right, next we've got the first look. So they're already out in Europe. So maybe you'll find these if you really want some first step changers.
Yeah.
And we've got Twitch and Megatron. I think these would be good for kids, but other than that, I think there are much better figures of these two characters, even in the Earthspark toy line.
So something I didn't share with you is I'm on episode 3 of Earthspark.
Oh.
Me and my daughter have been watching it to the point where now when she gets home from daycare or from school, she's asking to watch Transformers. So I think I planted a seed, and it is definitely growing, and I'm starting to see what Earthspark is about. I have to go back and watch episode 1 already because I'm already lost just because my attention span hasn't been kept with that. So I plan on doing it. I'm going to give season 1 a full try. I'm starting to get to know the characters a little bit, and I don't know, I might pick this up for her. If one of these characters become, a character she really likes, I might pick this up for her.
All right, well, I might have to look into that too and see what's going on with Earthspark. All right, so let's move on to a non-transforming figure, and this is the Megatron from Flame Toys, and this is the bigger, larger one, I believe, and it's the Shattered Glass colors. So this looks really crazy, in a good way, and it kind of works as a Shattered Glass Megatron more than a normal Megatron. But again, it doesn't transform, and it's probably way overpriced, so I'm not picking it up. Oh, and it's an exclusive. It's going to be at about 6 different cons, and they're going to have 200 units each.
Wow. So there's a lot to unpack there. So the first thing, when I saw this, first thing that came to mind was Gundam. Yeah. And so that was what thought I was looking at. And then I saw the Transformers, and then I saw Megatron, and it was just like, wait a minute. Oh. I was already going to be out because it's a non-transforming figure. As I just said, this is not really my Megatron. We just showed my Megatron. So this looks good for what it is. Again, putting the name with it, I don't have a connection. And then because it doesn't transform, also a loss there for me. I think it looks cool, but just not with those two things. Non-transforming and it being Megatron, it wouldn't fit in my collection.
Yeah, I think it's based off of IDW Megatron when he was the stealth bomber. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm assuming. So let's move on to some third-party stuff. And first, we've got some filler kits. This is a 115 Utopia, which I've never heard until making this PowerPoint. And it's for the Studio Series Prime. So some pretty cool weapons and feet filler kits. So you can, I guess, put the feet together. Don't know how this thing transforms, but it has it if you need it.
Yeah, I don't think either of us picked up this Prime, so I don't know if these fillers are going to help it stand up better, if there was an issue there, since it's at the bottom of his foot and it literally plugs into the bottom of his foot. So I don't know if it cleans up something during transformation into alt mode or something. Please let us know in the comments. But if it's just on the bottom of his feet, if they don't show, I don't necessarily know what the big deal would be. I'm assuming because the color is different that maybe it shows during transformation, but otherwise, this would be a pass for me. I do like that axe though.
Yeah, I was gonna say both of the weapons look really cool, and I wouldn't mind like that weapon set for like $8.99. I'd pick it up, but I think this is gonna be more than $8.99.
Yeah.
So keeping with this 155 company, they made Feetsy slippers for Ravage, and it is actually necessary for this figure. I don't have it. I want to get the trans art version. I have yet to do it, but I plan to do that one day. But there's a big difference in these feet between 1 and 2, and it makes it look a lot more like the original toy. So I think this is really cool.
You know what? This is gonna sound bad. I don't know if I have this Ravage or not.
Oh my god, he doesn't remember.
For some reason, I think I have it, but I haven't opened it, and so yeah, it's bad Bobby.
It was too tiny. It was too tiny for me to get. I don't know. He deserved a bigger figure. So.
For some reason,
I like the little slippers.
I like the slippers, and that's why I think I picked this up. But because I don't know if I picked that up, this is a key for saying I'm not going to pick this set up. Because if I can't remember if I have the figure, there's no reason to make sure I have the feet or the slippers, as you call them.
Very true. Next, we've got a gun and forearm gun set for the Shockwave 2-set Prime. And this stuff looks really cool. And it's very comic accurate. And if this is cheap, I will be picking this up to go.
So this just like ripped the scab off for me, being that we were supposed to get this set and we didn't get the set.
Mine's almost here. So
it is almost here. So that's the first thing I thought about when I saw this is, oh, I don't have it. I'm supposed to have it, but I don't have it. I do like the accessories. Those are some big old guns too. So he's looking like he's locked, cocked, and ready to rock. So I like that it also has the blast effect. So really
I don't know if those come with it.
Not that it comes just being compatible.
Oh, compatible. Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes we'll see stuff and it looks really good, and then it won't be blast effect compatible. So I like that they did that. So this is a win for me.
Yep, I agree. Hopefully we'll be able to get this, and it will be reasonable.
Yes.
So moving on to something a little less savory, they've shown off the Haiku, which we both liked their black version of this, and now they're repainting it as Bludgeon with a new head and weapons. Now, you like the Bugatti mode. What did you think about this?
So immediately I said, James is going to love this because of the character. And then I said, so I'm totally out, and I wasn't even thinking. Then I flipped and I saw the Bugatti, and I was like, oh, a yellow Bugatti. That might make me want to think about this one a little bit more. And then I saw the helicopter mode, and I was like, yeah, that's why I didn't pick up any of these. So this would literally, I think I'll save my money and just get a car of a yellow Bugatti, if that's the case. I don't really like this, and I'm gonna sound like I'm contradicting myself. I don't really like the whole idea of samurai transformers, even though I have a ship. But this is one that I don't know. I really like the black one. I don't know if I would go in with this one.
Okay, that all makes sense. For me, I'm gonna do it. My least favorite mode is that helicopter. It literally looks like a jumble of parts. At least with the black one, I'm like, okay, it's a black Cybertronian helicopter. I can get away with that. But that does not look good. And then I don't like the Bugatti mode. One, I don't really like the color of it. It's like a weird orange yellow. And I really don't like it because he's supposed to be a tank. Never has Bludgeon been a car. So I don't like that at all. If he was a triple changer, tank, helicopter, cool, whatever. But him being a car really sets me off, and I that made me out the second I saw it. The robot mode looks fine. I really like that head sculpt, but what I really like are these sheaths that could turn into like rifles. That's really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, but I'm still out. I can't see Bludgeon as anything other than a tank or maybe another military vehicle, an APC or something. But as far as a car, I don't think Warrior is going to choose a car. That's the Autobots. They don't make sense over at the bot headquarters, so...
Well,
maybe this is Shattered Glass Bludgeon, you know? Painted as Shattered Glass Bludgeon, and that might be... I don't even know what Shattered Glass Bludgeon is supposed to look like. But I can see that, though.
I can really just see them retooling and you know, just trying to get as much out of this mold as possible. I mean,
they showed off 4. So the box on the first one had 4 check marks. So there's 1 more to come out. And we'll see. But this ain't it.
I think it might be like a purple or something like that.
Maybe that would be really cool.
That would
even if it had the honestly, if it had the Bludgeon head in some other color where I can do mental gymnastics to make it work, I might be interested. But as Bludgeon, that's a no for me.
Yeah.
You're already getting enough Bludgeons. You're getting the one from, what's it called? Hasbro.
I'm thinking about it.
No, yeah. Thinking about it with you means it's already... Well, it's not in your cart yet, but the moment it comes out, it's going to be in your cart.
It's not my cart.
Well, you can't have it in your cart. All right, let's move on to something I'm very excited for. So let's leave this trash behind. And we've got Trans Arts White Rat Trap. What do you think of this guy?
So I did put a pre-order in, and I actually have the original version of this from TransArt, and I actually liked it. It was pretty cool. It's very back heavy. It was really cool that it came with a stand to help make it, you know, stand up better and give it some posability and articulation. So that made really good sense, and I thought it was a cool figure. I was happy I picked it up. So this gives me the repaint. I know you were in love with this when you first saw it, and I was happy to share the video or share the screenshot with you. So I'm in on this one.
Yes, so I quite like this. I know you don't know where this repaint comes from, but it was a Japanese exclusive for like 500 units back in the 90s. So it's really cool that they're digging that deep to get this weird repaint out. So I also put a pre-order in on this. I think it's really cool, but I'm very, very excited. It's like they're watching our show for Packrat. This is the one that I remember having as a kid. This is the one that I love more than everything. I remember picking it up in Walmart. The colors look great on this. It looks just like my toy that's on my shelf to this day. And I cannot wait to get this and put it with my Wreckers along with that RC.
I'm picking this one up as well. And you know me, it's hard to pick one, so just pick them all. So I like this figure and the different colors. This is gonna probably go in like a, I don't know where this is gonna fit in my collection, honestly. So we'll figure it out eventually. I think I've picked up quite a few for me Beast characters now, so maybe I'll start working on the Beast case or something like that.
Uh-oh. And here they are together. And I wanted to put this picture in because it's Packrat, and I think I'm going to call the white one Lab Rat. Because he's white. It reminds me of a mouse that's in that they experiment on. So I think he's going to be Lab Rat and Packrat.
I'm calling Pinky. Pinky in the brain.
So the original one was actually more of a pink white than this right here. So that would be funny. Call one Pinky and call the other the brain.
Yeah, I do like. I always like the posability of the characters. So these are some really good poses for it. So
yeah, I cannot wait. But let's sadly go into updates, and let's start off with something that I don't think either of us are interested in, and that's the special features for the Rise of the Beast came out. There's a ton of them. You could find them. I'm not going to go through all of them here. The most important one, I think, is that they showed off that that video that was supposed to start off the movie where Optimus Prime's fighting Transit. So kind of sad that didn't make it in because that was the one Decepticon in the whole movie, and I would have liked a figure of him because I do like that design. But Rise of the Beast cut out all the good stuff, it seems like. So I'm not gonna get this. Will you be?
I will not be getting this, but 90 minutes of additional content is really cool. I did go really hard on the original Transformers movie, not the 86 movie. Of course, I did that, but on the first Bay movie, and that was probably my favorite out of all of them, I think. And so this one, we kind of, if you haven't seen it, we did review this. We went to see it, opening day, and it didn't really give us what we wanted in a movie. So I will be passing on this. I can watch it when it comes out on TNT or TBS or something like that if I really want to see it again.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't think this isn't a movie I want to watch over and over and over again. So, all right, next we've got the Medics. So this was found in Malaysia. So I'm assuming it'll be released in the States. It's a supposed Walgreens exclusive. I think we talked about this when it was leaked. Technically, it's still leaked because there's been no official announcement of it. But I do like this. He looks funky. And I want to get him because he looks weird.
So this did two things for me. One, I love that Toys R Us sticker is on there. And, Toys R Us was a big part of my childhood. Two, there's actually a Toys R Us here that I'm going to try to make my way to. So I'm ecstatic about that. And if I see this, I will be picking it up. I'll pick you up a copy as well if I do. So I don't know how I feel about it. I actually like the way it looks right here. What you can see in the bot mode, I like that green and orange. But I don't know if I'm going to pick up the figure for that, or if I'm just going to pick it up because I might get it from Toys R Us. If I see it in, if I see it in Walmart or something like that, then I may or may not pick it up. If I see it at Toys R Us here, I'm grabbing it.
Well, this was cited in a Toys R Us in Malaysia, so I don't think you're going to find it.
Toys R Us? I mean, who knows? Maybe, possibly.
You never know, but either way, I would pick this up. It's a Walgreens exclusive, so I'm not going to go out of my way to find it. But if I do come across it, I would pick it up as well.
I forgot it was a Walgreens exclusive, and I don't go to Walgreens enough. So
I don't either. I can't remember the last time I went in one. So here is the next thing. We've got some differences via Cybertron.com of Earthrise and Legacy Evolution Dirge. So you can see it's slightly of a different color, and the knees are a little bit of a more reddish purple than a purple on the new one. So if you guys were wondering what the difference is, there you go.
I will be picking this up. I know you're probably not going to be picking this up. I'm going to pick this up because I did miss out on the dual pack thanks to Amazon canceling my order at the last minute and me not being able to pick it up from anywhere else. So I will be picking this up to complete my Seeker set, and my Conehead set, excuse me.
All right, well, I'll be happy to see that. I already have a Dirge from like 2010, and that's more than enough for me. So next we've got Fansoy's Astro Train is back up for pre-order on at least Show Z. So if you want the original colors, you can get it again. It's only $180, not bad. I know you already have this, correct?
I do, and I just picked up the other two, the American, or excuse me, the US version and the Japanese version. So I really do love this mold. So I can't recommend this enough.
It doesn't look bad. It's just not for me. It's, yeah, not my Astro Train. I'll just say that much.
The only Astro Train.
Oh, and for the new, no, it's not. I would pick up the US or Japanese version first because those colors look better. The train track and figure stand are not included with the new 2023 re-release. I'm gonna put that in there too.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. So we'll see. Next, we've got Fun Bee Studios, and they're doing the Countdown Tower, whatever it is called, the base that goes with it. Yeah, it looks fine. It's not for me. I don't like these play sets, but if you like them, I could definitely see picking them up.
I want this so bad. This is actually towards the end of my Transformer collecting phase. So this was so cool. I had it as a kid, and I would love to have it again. So I'm all in for this. Thank you, Fun Bee Studios.
Yes, it looks like you're going to have to get a 3D printer.
I know. I'm looking.
Next, we got something that we both talked about. Oh, excuse me. We got more pictures of this.
Yes, yes. More. Give me more.
So,
hey, for any 3D printers out there, let us know what kind of printer you have and why, because I need some recommendations.
Yes, I would like a recommendation as well, because I have some other things I would like to print that don't have to do with MicroMasters. So next we've got Touch Toys. I couldn't find a name for this, so I just called it Jet. So it's pretty clean in Jet mode. The bot mode kind of looks like a mess. It's very movie. So what do you think about this?
I love the alt mode.
And you're going to really love the undercarriage. I know how you like your undercarriages in the Jets, and it's
very clean. I'm really considering this. Like 55% considering.
Oh,
this.
You're over the 50. That means he's going to get it, folks. He's over the 50% mark.
Yeah, so I'm really, really thinking about this. I agree with you that the bot mode does kind of look a little movie-ish, but it makes me think of the black helicopter that we got.
I think it's a little bit more movie than the helicopter, because at least the helicopter had like a clear.
It was a
femlot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's clear. This one, maybe it's the pictures and there's all the wings coming off of it and the knee pads and stuff, but
that crossbow.
It doesn't look bad though. That's what I was gonna say. The one thing I really like about this is the crossbow with the missiles on it. That's really cool and very unique.
Yes. So I'm probably 55% in on this. So I have to see what the price is. Have to see what the price is.
Like that stopped you in the past. Next we've
Don't tell my secret.
The Fans Alliance roller, and here is the IDW colors. And they said that they're fixing the orange on the chest and legs because it's a little bit too red. And I definitely see what they're getting at. And I am glad I'm getting this version. I think it looks like the most complete version of the character with all the different colors on there. It looks like a character versus the silver one, which looks monochrome, and the red and blue one, which just looks like Optimus Prime, which I get some people want it to be the same color as him. But this one's mine. It's going to be a completely new character, so I'm very happy to get this.
Yeah, I, of course, am in on all three. And so I'm very happy with each one of them. Each one of them is going to serve a purpose. And I'm looking forward to having it. This one, I think, is going to go with my 7-Eleven Prime, or Ultra Magnus, whatever, it's still Prime. It's white Prime to me since there's no shell, no armor for him. But this one, I think, is going to go with that. So I'm really looking forward to getting these. And for the price, the transformation is complex just enough to make it feel masterpiece and give you that nostalgia for being a masterpiece figure without it costing an arm and a leg. I mean, I think it was like $35 or something like that.
And that's what I was gonna say. Is I might actually just pick up the silver one as well because it's $35. You know,
Yeah.
so
Couldn't beat
that's like
that.
nothing.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see. The jury's still out on if I'm going to be picking that up or not, but I'm definitely picking up this one. So let's move on to what's incoming. And the first thing, so think in your mind what this is. It's Super Teenager Beast Mechanical Dragon Yan Man Combiner. So visualize what that looks like. And is this what you were expecting? So this is a KO. Well, it's not a KO because it's an all original one, but it's obviously supposed to be Volcanicus with a lot of liberties taken. And I've got to say that combine mode actually doesn't look horrible. And here it is in the actual shot, so you can see some of the colors are a little bit different. The sword's just a solid red color, but all that makes sense because it's only $30 and it's 12 inches tall, which is not bad at all.
So I would pick this up before I would pick up the core class Dinobots from Hasbro.
Yeah, it's so much cheaper. I didn't even put two and two together.
So I would definitely grab this. He looks like he has a Batman head though.
Yeah.
But this looks so much cleaner than the Hasbro core class that it makes me want to pick it up just for that. I had never heard of them before, so to me, honestly, this looks better than the was it the Combiner Wars or
Combiner Wars? Yeah,
their
Combiner
version then as well. I didn't know if it was
no,
Combiner
Titans
Wars.
Returns.
Titan Returns,
Titans
yeah,
Returns.
Titans
Titans
Returns.
Returns, yeah.
It looks better than that one as well. So honestly, this might be a steal.
Yeah, I agree, and it's the right size. I'm thinking about picking this up because I think it'd be cool to have this new combiner next to Volcanicus, which I have. I forgot the company that made it, but the one that we both got. I thought it would be cool to have both.
G Creation.
Yeah, there you go. It would be cool to have this and that one next to each other as like not as the Dinobots, but as a new team to go with them. And it's just like the roller. It's $30. That's cheaper than a Hasbro Voyager.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I mean, I honestly, I think I might be picking this up.
Yeah, me too. I can't be mad at it when it's that cheap.
Yeah.
If it was $100, I could tear this thing apart. But for $30, that might be worth it.
It might be worth it. It might actually be fun.
I watched and Mang Motion has a video about it, and the transformations seem interesting as well. Now he goes in like 2-3 seconds and it's transformed, but from what I can see, it looks like there's interesting engineering going on, which is more than we can say about a certain company's 6 combiner attempt at, $12 each.
Move on.
All right. Well, we've got Fans Toys Weird Wolf. The second re-release is coming out soon. I think it might be sold out everywhere. What about you, Bobby? You going to be getting this?
I am, and I thought I had it pre-ordered, and I didn't. And so it was actually sold out. It actually just came back in stock. So I did put my pre-order in, but people are already getting it. I'm late to the game. I did not have the original, so I'll be happy to get this and complete my Decepticon Headmasters. So
yeah,
really looking forward to it.
I will wait for the KO. Yes, I do like Weird Wolf. He's my favorite out of all 3 of them, but I really like Mindwipe. Okay, so I don't know which one's my favorite. But, I just don't need a masterpiece version. When I've got the Fans Project one, and that's good enough for me. Those transformations are really cool in the Fans Project one. Way before your time in the scene. But, for the right price for the KO, I'd get it. Or a repaint of this into the Cybertron Wolf Snarls color scheme. I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
Don't even know what that one is.
Hey, that's fine. I just want something other than what it's supposed to be, like normal.
Like
Um,
always.
Next, we've got Pingu toys. So the metallic, the black, the clear, and the purple one came out. I put the purple one here because I think that's the one you're interested in, right?
Huh? Yeah. So I just went ahead and paid for this one 2 days ago. So I will be happy when this comes, and this is going to be, God, almost my final. If they come out with the green one, that will be my last Omega Supreme.
So you say.
If not, then this will be my last one. So yes, I will have. This will be my first one from Pengu. So I'm curious to see what the difference is in hand. I've seen videos to show the differences. I went with this one because it was a cheaper price point than the New Age. I have 3 of the New Age. Can't believe that. And I wanted this purple Dark Guardian. So there you have it.
Should have just got the New Age at that point. But, let us know how it is. I'm interested to see it. Next, we've got Skateboard Prime. This is Metagate's Blackfire. Nemesis Prime is coming in soon. We've already talked about this to death. Again, if the top could just flip down into a skateboard, I might be interested. But anything you want to say about this?
No, nothing that we haven't already said.
That's what I thought. And we've also got Magic Square's Bruticus. So, again, we both really like this. We talked about it a few times. I really like the posability on this thing. I just wish it was bigger. But even if it was bigger, I don't know if I would want a whole other Bruticus, to be quite honest with you. Now I know as the resident Legends collector over there, who will this be adding itself to your collection?
This will not be making it to my collection. So I am going to pass on this. I so far out of the 3 of them, they all look like they have really good posability and articulation and kind of do all the things that I would want it to do, except for they just have not grown up to be Masterpiece yet. So that is why I'm out on this set. But maybe if they came out in a MP scale, I'd have to rethink it.
Yep, makes sense. So on to what has been recently released. And the first thing, we've got the Jada Toys and Beast War, G1 and Beast Wars Transformer diecast nano figs. So I actually got Series 2 for my birthday, which was recently. And they're cool, and I'm glad I got that one because that one actually comes with a Nemesis Prime. So I can put it with that, and there's a few Beast Wars figures in there. I do kind of think it's messed up that they're putting Waspinator with this. Just gonna be honest, because now I feel like I need it. I'm not gonna get it though. But yeah, they're good for what they are. I think they would be great in a Christmas village.
So the funny thing is I actually thought about getting this, and I don't know why. I literally just was like, maybe I'll pick this up. No rhyme, no reason. But I didn't. So that moment has passed, and I will just live vicariously through you with your figures.
This is the 3rd one. You probably looked at the 1st or 2nd one. So this is a whole new one for you to get.
Nope, that's what I'm saying. I thought about it. Nope, thought about it. Feeling's gone. I'm good. So they're cool. They look good. I can't tell. I mean, here they look like they're painted very well, and
they're painted pretty well for their size, And I actually have the G.I. Joe versions of these figures. So the Snake Eyes, Destro, Cobra Commander, and I put them with my Masterpiece figures because they're the perfect size for a human to Transformer. But these would obviously not work.
Well, you're jumping out there early for the crossover movie that we are supposed to be getting, I guess. So.
I also have Skeletor with them, and that's not a Hasbro property.
You lost me there. Now you get over to Mattel, So. But these are, with this set, there are several characters in this set that I do like, besides the besides the Beast Wars. So that would tempt me, but not enough to pick it up.
I agree. Next, we've got something just for you, since you are the Legends and Pop figure collector. But it is Rise of the Beast, so I don't know if you're going to be picking this up. You've got a Jumbo Bumblebee Pop. Now, will this be making its way into your collection?
Not only no, but heck no. And I'd say something else, but this, no, not at all. This is not my Bumblebee.
Maybe if I tell you the price, it'll change your mind. This is $45. It's pretty cheap.
Is it free? Free dollars and free cents. I'd have it. No, I'm not paying $45. I take that $45 and put it towards that Dinobot thing that we just talked about, and have $15 to apply to something else. So no, I'm not getting this thing. I do not like this Bumblebee. It's not my Bumblebee. I do not really collect Pops at all. I have two. One was because it was a gift, and the other was because it was Unicron, and I was just like, man, that's kind of cool to see Unicron in a size where I can actually move him very easily versus my HasLab version. So that's why I have two, and I'm good.
I also got to say, they didn't even paint the Autobot symbol on the forehead. I don't know if that's accurate to the movie, but if it is accurate to the movie, shame on the directors for not painting the Autobot symbol red on his forehead. But if it's not accurate to the movie, shame on Funko for not painting that, because it seems like a big thing that should be painted.
Yeah, nope, not at all.
All right, so I know you don't want this pop figure, but you want these pop figures to go with your Unicron.
I looked at these right when I was boarding to come here, and I said, man, those aren't bad looking.
See, look at you being a pop collector over there.
And then I said, but they're pop figures, and I'm not going to do it.
You're not gonna give in?
I'm not. I'm just saying no. This is like it's like a gateway drug. I mean, you start and then something else comes and you're like, oh, okay, one more. Next thing you know, you don't have room in your house because you have 5,000 pops. So no, I will not be picking this one up either, even though I do think it's kind of cute.
All right. Well, I also wanted to say that this is now a GameStop and SDCC exclusive. So if you guys want it, you can find it at GameStop. But why did they keep Megatron's eyes black? That throws me off. You can't see his eyes at all.
Galvatron?
Galvatron. Yes, excuse me. I said the wrong one.
So this is the toy version, and
did the toy have black eyes?
No, not that I can remember, and I'm not home to look, but I think he had yellow eyes, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody please let us know again in the comments. Yeah. But I think he did have yellow eyes, and I'm not sure why they did the black either. That is a little weird. Maybe
it's the first thing I noticed was that it just looks like he has like a Cobra Commander visor on because it's all black.
Yeah, I do like. I'll tell you what I really like about this is Galvatron's cannon, the gold with the glitter in it. I remember that being that way on the toy when I was a kid, and so that brought, since this is the toy version of Galvatron, and that's made me really happy. And I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Yes. So is the Prime from Prime. And it's finally out, so you can pick it up. We've talked about this quite a few times. Is there anything you want to say about this?
I still like that sword.
You could buy the sword separately. I mean, not with the same company, but they had... Dr. Wu actually made this sword back in like 2012. I have it in purple. Or this one? No, I have the other one from the show in purple. So if you really want the sword, you could find it.
Yeah, don't like it that much.
So yeah, it's good for what it is. It's about $155, which seems like a lot for a non-transforming figure, but again, I'm not in that market, so I don't know if that's normal.
Woo. Not my Prime.
All right. So next we've got this, which I talked about last week, which is the SG Ratchet. Now, if this was 50% off on sale, would you pick it up?
50%. How much is it regularly?
I think it's about $60.
So $30.
I remember you saying you liked the purple guns and the blue.
I do like the purple guns. I like the purple on his head crest. I mean, maybe 25, 27.50. Maybe, maybe I do like the colors of this one. Maybe.
I still, like I said, I'm going to reiterate like what I talked about last week. I just wish the alt mode had a little bit more of that blue sparsed into it.
Yeah. You like talking about last week, huh? When I wasn't here.
Oh, that was great. We should do that more often. Next, we've got New Age's Guardman Sling Blade, which is the most ridiculous name for Bulkhead I could think of. But here he is. He looks fine. The box is really cool, that retro G1 box. I really like that. But I obviously am not getting this. Even if it was MP scale, I probably wouldn't spend the money on a Bulkhead. I'm good with the Legacy version. I think it was Legacy. The Bulkhead that came out recently. But will you be getting this to finish off your Bulkhead collection?
I have. Oh, actually, I think I have 2 Bulkheads.
See?
I think that's how bad it is. I know I have 1. I have the X Transbot version, which kind of started this alt mode, and I like that figure. To me, I don't have a connection to Bulkhead, but this is okay. Again, I already have this in a masterpiece, which is the only way I would get this. So I will be passing on it, and I'm actually happy with it. The one from X Transbot.
Yeah, I think both of them look good. If I was a Legends collector, I probably would be picking this up, but I'm not.
Yes.
Next, we've got something that I know you're picking up, and that's the G1 cassettes. They come in a 2-pack. There's 3 of them, and you can see I got them in packs of 2. Are you picking these up?
They're in my cart right now. I just haven't checked out, and it's hard. It's so hard. And what's hard about it is that I have Eject and don't have Ramhorn, and I have I always forget the name. I get the names confused. And I have Steeljaw, but I don't have the black one. I don't know which one's Eject and which one's Rewind.
Oh, they did it on purpose for people like you, so you have to buy both of them.
The jerks. So it's almost like you have to pick up both of those to get it. So I don't know. That's what has me on the fence. But I am going to pick up, I think his name is Slam Dance. And so I will be picking him up, even though he looks crazy. But I do have the KFC version of this, and he's terrible. So I will be picking this one up, though.
Yes, I've always wanted a rendition of Slam Dance in Masterpiece scale. That's actually good, for lack of a better term. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, let's do 2 of them. I'm going to do mine first, then yours, of things that we're really excited to get. So, and I know I'm not joking. This ain't no Legends figure for you. But the first one for me is the Spider RC. This just shipped. I am so excited to get this. And I'm going to be able to put my BotCon one with my BotCon figures and put this with Primal Prime where she deserves to go. I'm very, very excited. I know you liked the Black Arachnia. It wasn't your favorite figure. But I think this color scheme is so much more coherent and better than that Black Arachnia. And I'm just excited to have it. I just wish the legs were more of a purple color like the original toy instead of black. But I can look past that because this just shines, literally and figuratively.
This is in my cart.
Oh, really? Look at that.
It is in my cart. The
it's
blue,
not expensive for what it is. I got to be honest.
That's kind of where I'm going with it. I still don't like the fact that the chest falls off on the Black Arachnia. I'm hoping they fix that or tweaked it a little bit, but it's not that expensive to where I can say that I could have got it and I did it and I wish I would have. So I'm picking it up.
So there you go. You could put her and Packrat together, and all you need to get is like a Primal Prime, and that could be your wreckers.
The Packrat is what made me do it.
Yeah, I think they go together in the comics. If it's not that Packrat, it's the original one. But oh well. So I am excited to see that shelf now. So, but what about this guy?
I am so excited about these. If you heard a noise earlier, it's my wallet screaming because I'm seeing all these starting to come, and I do have pre-orders on all of them. Oops. So that is something that I am so looking forward to. At the same time, my wallet is screaming, and that was again an alarm that my wallet is still screaming. So I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to get this in my hand. It did ship, so when I get back, hopefully it's there. I haven't tracked it. I haven't really looked at any of my trackings lately, so I have a.
You're not going to get him anytime soon, so you'll just be torturing yourself.
Okay, well, there we go.
So with this, the price is what gets me, just like the other one. I was like, oh, it's only $100. That's really reasonable. And then I remembered it's X-Transbots. So I probably won't get it, but I would say, like you did, I'm 30%. I'm like, I want it. Because I do like the Omnibots. So they look really good. I did see one thing where like the foot is on a single peg, a little joint, and they're like, oh, I hope this joint's strong enough. So I'll wait till you get it, and we'll go from there. I'm not saying what I think's gonna happen, but that's why I'm not saying nothing. But I want to see where yours is at before I would do anything with this. And I'd get the repaint. Let's be honest.
The yellow or the one with
probably the other one. All the stickers all over it.
Yeah,
I think that racing deco looks
really
nice. All three of them in all the different racing decos look really
gosh. I'm warming up here thinking about it. So, I can no longer say, because I've had QC issues with every single brand of figures that I've had, I can no longer point at one as the major culprit, because I've had Fans Toys and X-Transbots and Fans Hobby and G Creation and TFC and please let me just get a figure that doesn't have any issues and I don't have to wait on something else to come back from the manufacturer. Thank you.
You got Rat Trap and Black Arachnia.
Well, until I found out that the Black Arachnia was the original one was falling, the chest was falling off, I thought I had a QC issue there too. So
well, that's everything we have for you today. It was kind of long-winded, but we hope you enjoyed this episode from the Void. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, and as always, all debates are won. Please share this information and let us know if we missed anything.